So in this video we are going to continue with learning wiring diagrams, and basically today we are dealing with the Toyota Prado wiring diagram, and we are checking out the ignition system. We are going to look at the wiring diagram, identify symbols, see how power flows, and also see how we can do basic diagnosis when we are using a wiring diagram. Okay, I'm dealing with a Toyota Prado 3RZ engine, and basically today's wiring diagram is about the ignition system. So I want us to take a look and first of all identify the symbols, wires, and so on. So as you can see here in our wiring diagram, first thing I'm noticing is the battery here. You can see the battery. Okay, so this one power flows from bottom as it goes like that. Then from the power, I'm also noticing our ground here. Okay, what symbol am I noticing? I'm also noticing a spliced connection here. Okay, what else? I'm seeing a switch here. Okay, I'm seeing a fuse here. Okay, like I'm seeing wires that cross each other but do not connect here. Okay, I'm seeing a junction connector here. Okay, what else? Okay, and then let us look at the color coding. You see, for Toyota it is a little bit easy. Like you can see this wire here. This is it is a black and red wire. Okay, you can see this one. It is a white and black wire. Okay, you can see this. It is a green and red wire. Okay, this one is a red and blue wire. Blue is L in Asian detonation when they are labeling wiring diagrams. Okay, we can see this. This is green red. This is green white. This is black red, black wire with a red stripe. So basically I think you can, if you understand symbols and so on, these things are easy to sketch out. So I want us to analyze this circuit for the ignition system and see how first of all power flows and how everything works out. So as you see here, power flows from the battery here, like this, through the switch, then from the switch downwards. So here we have ignition coils. I don't know if you can analyze. This is ignition coil and igniter 1. We have coil 2, 3, and 4. Okay, they're the ones that give our little spark plugs that are ability to ignite. Okay, we have those ignition coil 1, we have ignition coil 2, 3, and 4 here. Okay, so power. So when you basically switch on the car, power flows from the battery. This side it goes, it comes, then it connects to these ignition coils. So you can notice that these ignition coils are also grounded. I think you can see this wire, the white and black wire. You see it is also connected to this point, and is connected to all the 4. ignition coils, meaning that pin 4 of the ignition coils is ground. Okay, so if you're diagnosing, let us see how you can do it. So first of all, if you are working on this type of Prado, and you're working on ignition coils, what you're going to do is first of all analyze the connecting points. Let me go here to the connector. Okay, let me go. I want the connector for this 1 2 ignition coil. Okay, wait. Okay, let me go to 1 2. I think you can see our little connector for the ignition coil. So basically, this pin 1 is this one. Wait. Pin 2 is this point 2. Okay. Pin 3 is this point 3, and pin 4 is this point 4. So what do you analyze when you're diagnosing here? First of all, if let's say your ignition coils are faulty, you have a misfire and so on, and you want to physically check, let's say with a multimeter, the first thing you have to analyze is this this black red wire here must have an ignition feed of 12 volts when you turn on the vehicle. And then this pin 4, you should have constant ground at that pin. Then these two pins, 3 and 2, are basically ECU feedback wires. Pin 3 and 2 are basically ECU wires. I think you can see they connect to the ECU here. So what these two wires do is basically they help to get a signal from the ECU to ignite, and they also send back a feedback. So one of the wires receives that ECU signal to ignite, and then the other wire sends back a signal, let's say to tell the ECU that there has been a successful ignition. In case there is an issue with the ignition, the feedback will be interpreted by the ECU as an issue. So that's why you will see a check engine light is, for example, you're having a misfire. That's the role of those one of those two ECU wires. Okay. What else can we look at? We also have a noise filter in our circuit. This basically helps to reduce noise in the ignition system. There's a lot of noise created by the ignition coil, so it basically helps to denoise the system. Okay, what else? I think this is an easy setup. If you're reading any wiring diagram, especially for Asian models, if you know the symbols, if you know the labeling for colors for these wires in Asian cars like Toyota and so on, it's not so complicated. Yeah, so I think we did pick something from this.